Hi everybody, I'm just coming today to show you a few things that I've done over the last couple of years. If y'all watch my videos, y'all know that I love polymer clay. It is like one of my favoriteest things in the world to do. So this is just a little tiny mini book that I did, a little faux leather mini book I did. And I wanted to also say, if y'all don't see a crafty video from me for the next week or so, I'm trying to move my crafty space into the bigger of the spare bedrooms. And hubby said, well, why don't you just use both rooms? So I thought, good idea. I think maybe I'll leave my sewing room in this little bitty 9 by whatever it is tiny room, and move my crafty space into the bigger room. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Well, hopefully we're going to paint this weekend if it's not too terribly cold. Woke up this morning and, it's been in the 80s all week, and this morning it's like, 30. So, Lynn's not liking it. Can we go back to 90? Because that's where I'm happy. But anyway, this may be a several-part video. I don't know how much I can cram into one little bit, but this is where I'm going to start. So, I'll be back. Okay, so these may go fast because there's a lot of them. This is some UV resin, that Lisa Pavelka's UV resin over polymer clay, and this is a image transfer technique done with colored pencils. I believe the Crayola pencils will work. I have some of those, but most of this is done with my Prismacolors. And then some of the pieces, I'm sorry for the glare, let me try to turn it, like the leaves, I don't know if you can tell, but they're actually three-dimensional polymer clay leaves set in the Magic Gloss, which is a resin product. And then if you can see, man, sorry about the focus, I may have to just pause and change the focus. Anyway, there's a hole through this branch where it can be strung. Alright, let me see if I can get a better focus job. Hold on, I'll be back. Is that better? I believe that's better. Let's try that. Fantastic. Alright. Next, I have another one of those. I did a series of these. And this one, I believe, is called Willow. The Willow Fairy. And again, I'll turn it and see if you can... There's a pretty good shot where you can see the layers of the pieces in her hair. Touching the camera forward. There's another one. And this is one of those dollar store water removable tattoos, Little 3D flower in her hair. Yeah, this may be the last one of these that I've got right here. This is my favorite one. It's so sparkly. So sparkly. And the sparkle is actually part of the polymer clay. I did a mixture and put some microfine glitter in it. So, really pretty. And then did a couple of these with a antiqued faux ivory background. Let's see a little bit on the back. And let's see, that one has a counterpiece somewhere. No, not right in front of me, it doesn't, so. These are done with those glass stones. And I've put a faux, like malachite layer behind the stone and some Martha Stewart leaf glitter. And then it's got a kind of a faux copper frame around it. Another piece with a laurel leaf frame border. I was going for kind of a Roman feel on that one. Just another piece. This is one of the pearl stones that I do. I have two different kinds of these faux stones, like this, the pearl stone, and then there's another one, the glitter stones. Like this is another example of a pearl stone. And this is just made from a vintage piece of jewelry, a mold that I took. I actually love that. The copper turned out so gorgeous. Reminds me of a nickel, an old buffalo head nickel. And this is one of my favorite pieces. Another one of the pearl stones. And the dangle is matching. There you can see some of the iridescent get in the stone. And the frame is also, it's all just polymer clay. And probably a little fragile. I haven't made it into anything, so who knows. Alright, I'm going to have to empty my card and come back. It's going to cut me off here in a second. This was my first piece of wire work, and I do love the way it turned out. Yeah, I'm going to have to empty my card and come back. I'll finish showing this one. And this is a piece of like a faux fire opal or whatever. Really pretty. Alright, I'll be right back after I empty my card. Okay. Here's a faux sand dollar that I did. Really cute. And one of the pearl stones. Deco on it. Kind of an Art Deco kind of style. Dragon claw. Another pearl stone in the claw foot. This piece is called the El Dorado Emerald. I just thought it had a kind of a Mayan feel or something like that. Another one of the pearl stones, and this one actually does have a little glitter in it. This one's called the Wings of Isis. One of my absolutely favorite pieces. So sorry for the glare. It's another piece that I took from a mold. And it's actually from, it's a weird thing to say, it's actually from a cigarette snuffer. I was at a resale shop and they had these cigarette snuffers right by the register. And the only reason I picked them up is because of the neat images on them. And I immediately thought, I can make a mold out of that. So I did this one, and there's another one that's the tiki head. And there's another one that's something else. I don't remember right off the top of my head. And then I made this little acorn to dangle from it. This one's called Ode to the Green Man. Here's another dragon claw foot. Silver this time, and this one's already on a necklace. It's got a dangle on the back. There's another one that's already made into a necklace, and this is another one of those glass stones. And this is a dark blue stone, so you really can't see through it. In the sunlight you can, barely a little bit. But this one's supposed to be like peacock feathers, but it didn't really turn out looking like that. But steampunk piece that I did that also has got the pearl stone in the center. And this I used that fake rusted stuff. And I had gotten it at a resale shop or a yard sale or something. And this was the only time it worked. It was already basically no good, and I started up and got it to work one time. But I'll have to get me some more of that because I love the technique. It turned out so cool. So There's that one. And there's this one. This is supposed to be like a faux sunstone. The glitter and stuff in the stone. The copper, faux copper bezel that it's set in. Back. And on this one, the glaze may look a little different. This one actually has the liquid polymer clay poured on top of it and rebaked. And then you have to shock it in some cold water to get it to really turn clear like that. And then it's buffed and everything to bring the shine out. I've only done one that way because it is quite a bit of work. Let's see. I'll go with this one next. And this is an image off of a, computer program. So, another pearl stone dangle from the bottom. Nice little art deco kind of style. Let's see, next. Okay. Now this actually has one of the glitter stones in the middle of it. It's hard to tell. You might be able to tell better on the beads. They're very, very dimensional. I don't know that it's really coming out on the camera. That transparent clay is really, really an awesome thing. Alright, I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit. We'll run out of time. This one's just a faux opal. A really tall piece with a nice bezel around it. A little Egyptian-inspired piece with another piece of the pearl stone in the middle. I like how that one turned out. There we go. There's the other piece that goes with the zebras, the giraffes. And this is actually, came with some friendly plastic, these little brass molds. And so of course I pressed one into the background and then made a mold and embedded it into the clay there. Give it kind of a shadow effect. Okay, here's another one of these pearl glass stones with the Martha Stewart leaf glitter behind it. So sorry about the glare. Trying to let you see behind the stone a bit. I love this really, really antique silver looking finish on this one. And this one right here has got a wire in the back of the stone to help support the weight of the piece. It's not just hanging by the polymer clay there. So now a little detail on the back just to make it look presentable on the back. Alright, I'll have to end the video here and come back and do a part 2. So thank y'all for watching. Like I said, really enjoy doing these, so I'll come back and show you the other few that I have out sitting out here. So, alright, I'll be back.